AskReddit by Roldo 347. What separates the men from the boys? Doing the right thing, even when no one's looking. If you do things right, people won't be sure you did anything at all. God. Whether or not they are back in town, or if they are at work. Men shit their pants, boys poop in diapers. The level of respect they have for the people around them. Plus the humility that they don't know everything. Knowing when to think with the right head. Ain't that the truth? Understanding empathy. Empathy, a true sign of maturity, is when you truly feel and understand others' feelings. Accountability, another true sign, is when you take responsibility for your actions. That last one for sure. I was watching a shitty reality TV show where a woman was calling out her ex for never listening to her and always interrupting her in arguments. He kept trying to interrupt her, and when she didn't back down, he literally just got up and walked off the set. Being able to sit there, listen to someone explain how you've wronged them, and own up to it is the sign of mature adult. Whether or not you kiss after receiving a blowjob. A true chef does not fear his own cooking. You're a man when you no longer feel like you have to prove that you're a man. Men don't abandon their children. Men and women abandon children every day. According to some, the only difference between men and boys is the size of their shoes and the price of their toys. Anything a man uses or enjoys is a toy akin to child's play, but women will literally drop 100s in one setting on lotion. Being able to admit you were wrong, apologizing, and making it right. The men are out there working hard to support their families and loved ones. They get up, they grind to pay the bills and put food on the table, they go home, and they cherish their time with their loved ones. The boys. Now the boys are on a whole different spectrum. Most of the boys have been wronged by the soups. Some of them have even lost their loved ones to the soups. The boys are working relentlessly to get their revenge, and they won't stop until the soups get what they deserve. No one should be born with that kind of power. Soups. Kissing the homies goodnight on the lips. Night night dog. Whether they can take a good joke or not. I nicknamed my dick joke. Big brain coming through. Responsibilities, maturity, and class. Emotional intelligence and maturity. In a Catholic church it's usually a pry bar. Accepting responsibility for one's own actions. If you can't own the shit you're dealing, you're either still a child or insert liar, cheater, post, derogatory term, etc. Puberty. My milkshake. Emotional maturity. In this case, the word from. In some instances, only seconds. Age. The 40-year-old man-child is a thing and most likely soon to be 60. Arbitrary checklists of what's supposed to define one's maturity. Or maybe humor, IDK. Knowing that women are more desirable than girls. What about men? If you let other people tell you how to be a man, then you're a boy. So what you're saying is, the key to being a man is just to be extremely oblivious. From. Being able to accept both wins and losses kindly and compassionately. Boys will make you feel bad when they win, and get aggressive when they lose. Men accept that these are both a part of life, and respond to both in a way that celebrates themselves and is kind to others around them. Emotional intelligence. Being able to accept what you did wrong and take responsibility for your own actions. A crowbar. What type of house you build on Minecraft. The difficult stuff in life depends on the culture. In the West, there are multiple rites of passage, none of which are effective until the final one. Getting a car. Getting a job. First drink of alcohol. Graduating high school. Graduating college. Having sex. Having a child. Getting married. The list is long and arbitrary because each new goalpost you pass there's always some arsehole to slap your back and go welcome to adulting ha 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 ha. In the end people leave you alone about it all when you are showing signs of being overexhausted and depressed. Pubic hair. The amount of people that think age is crazy. I know plenty of boys that are in their 20s and 30s. Anyone can have sex, have kids and get a job, but those things don't make you a man. Grass stained off white Nike Monarchs. A centrifuge. Well, in WI, it seems to be the size of their truck. There's a million gas guzzlers in this state. Accountability. 8 solid inches of integrity. Operation Nutri. Emotional composure. Being able to admit when you're wrong or aren't very educated about a particular thing. Well, in me and my uncle's case, bars. Treating women like people rather than conquests. In the darkest times and in the hardest moments they step up and do what they have to protect what they love. Zelensky is a true man. I'm not Ukrainian, but that man has earned my respect. There is another man who turned out to be just a boy playing with his toy soldiers. When the creepy guy at the park stops offering you free candy. Maturity. Price of toys. Puberty. Ignoring the new socializing philosophies that make them into women. Strength to persevere despite the odds, protecting the weak, doing what needs to be done. Honestly, I don't really put much thought into it. I don't believe that there is any innate meaning behind the idea of being a man. Regardless of gender or age, I think learning how to take responsibility for our actions, treat others with respect, and generally take care of ourselves regardless of our limitations are the things that truly make people adults with agency in the world. I think that's probably what people tend to mean by this turn of phrase, at least by my interpretation. Keeping your word. Emotional maturity, not being quick to anger, being able to talk about others' feelings and effectively voice your own. How obnoxious one is. The amount of jail time you'll do for fucking them. Clearly you are not a choir boy. Treating women with respect. Emotional maturity. Emotional maturity. How many pineapples you can fit in your rectum? Why pineapples? Child sex laws. Damn it, take it. Age. Being racist. Take that whichever way you like.